Cancer, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early March 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Cancerians. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends, as we are in the early portions of Pisces season. The year's moving right along. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for the Cancer Collective in early March. What's happening, my guides? Talk to me. What messages do we have for our friends here? Okay. Deck is being pretty specific. There we go. Okay. So this card to me is either extreme in one way or the other. This could either be an extremely good, positive, jovial, happy type of energy, or it could be something we absolutely want to watch out for with that person pulling the strings, right? But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card a little bit. So we see the imagery here. We have this jester and he's playing with the puppets, right? You see him, he's putting on a little show. So to me, this could represent having fun or being in a good mood. This person's literally playing with toys. So for some of you, that could be a really good thing. Maybe your mood is a little lighter than it normally is, or spirit could be telling you like, hey Cancer, maybe you should have a little bit of fun in one way or another, lighten the mood. And people have fun in a lot of different ways, right? Whether it's going out into nature, whether it's going out with friends, seeing a movie. Some people have fun inside. So this could be a big card of fun. However, the other extreme is this is a big card of control. Notice that person is pulling the strings literally. So there could be certain situations where there's aspects that you don't quite see, where there's someone pulling the strings from behind the scenes. Okay, so I know those are two extremely opposite types of energies, but it could be represented here. Another portion of you, yeah, there could be a situation you're trying to get under control as well, whether it's your emotions or something else. Beware of controlling people when that card is here, but we're just going to put it down over there. Let's get into tarot now. And I always say the first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright, and we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Let's shuffle it up one time here for the Cancerians, please. Let's see what we have for you in early March, my friends. And yeah, while we get this all shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It had a bit of an alarming title. The reading was titled Beware of Mistakes, and I did see it within the spread several places where somebody could make a mishap or a misjudgment or a mistake of some sort. So I'm hoping that didn't come to pass. I would still say that energy could bleed over, so be a little cautious in the coming days and weeks, you know, a little thorough, plan-based, don't be too spontaneous. But yeah, we're going to see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. So let's get it going. 3 cards to start us off. What do we got for the Cancerians, my fellow water signs here? Okay, stern. Very stern type of energy. That is not the water sign energy I am accustomed to. We have the King of Swords in position number 1. Very plan-based. I mean, it could fit. It could fit the bill. We'll just have to dig deeper, though. Let's get a couple more. Could have a lot on your mind with that energy. Yeah, Page of Wands, communication. There's a bashful energy here as well. We'll talk about it. One more. Lots of people here, Cancer. Pardon me. Now I'm getting like a little frog in my throat while we read. Okay. More swords, and you're also going to have a bonus here. So we have the 9 of Swords right here on the back end. Person looks like they're stressing something. And we have the 5 of Swords in the bonus card position. So yeah, let's talk about it. Lots of air. And yeah, let's go through. I'll give you the classical meanings and interpretations before we get into the intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, I already gave you a couple of my initial observations. Swords, 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 swords on swords on swords. And that's a lot. Now, when we speak about swords, they could represent the mind state. They could represent thought. It could also represent communication. And then also we have this Page of Wands, which could also represent communication. So there could be something surrounding talking, getting things off your chest. It all really depends, because I feel like it's a mixed bag. We have two possible people here. So let's go through one by one and really start to build this out. Position number one, the King of Swords. As I already mentioned, not the air sign energy I'm accustomed to. The King of Swords could just be an air sign. It's not gender specific. So it could be a Gemini, a Libra, Aquarius. And the King of Swords is a planner. Yes, it's a determined energy, but it's extremely strategic. This is somebody that thinks things through. Similar to the Queen of Swords, this is serious, no nonsense, no BS, cut and dry, very truthful, almost to a fault. So the inverse, or the rougher side of the King of Swords, is that it could be extremely, extremely cold. It could even feel uncaring from time to time. So watch, you might be dealing with people that are a little cold in this time. But the strategy, the planning, that could all be in the mix as well. So whether you're planning something out, maybe somebody else is, we'll just have to see. And if all that doesn't apply, the King of Swords could just represent something serious, okay, or something that should be taken seriously. So we'll dig into that further. Obviously, there's good sides to it. It could be someone that's very logical, problem solving. Moving to the center, we have the Page of Wands. Now, when we're looking at a tarot spread and you have a page right next to a king, it could represent someone that's a little shy or bashful. So you might have dealings with somebody where they're a little cautious to approach. Or for some of you, there might be someone you're cautious to approach where it's like, oh, well, I kind of want to hit him up. I kind of want to talk to him, but I don't know if I should. It's kind of like that energy. But the Page of Wands, fire sign, could represent a younger individual or an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the Page of Wands has a lot of gusto. It has a lot of vigor, a lot of energy, and it is blasting off in all sorts of different directions. So as with all pages, it could represent new things, new cycles, new adventures, but also speaking, talking, communicating. So with all the sword energy here, now we have this page, it's all fire and air, very explosive. There could be a lot of hot and heavy communication coming in or going on at the moment. Okay. A challenge of this Page of Wands is that it could be very spontaneous. It could also deplete its energy. So make sure in this time you're not really zapping yourself out. Make sure you're recharging your battery, because this page can deplete itself. And it could simply just be a conversation that we'll have to look into further. Now, as we get that page tucked right up next to that king again, we have the Nine of Swords on the back end. You don't really have to be an expert in tarot to know what this card means. Pretty straightforward, right? You see this person, they're in bed, they got the head in the hands, they're stressing out, they're anxious, they're nervous. For some of you, make sure you're resting. Make sure you're recuperating. Spirit could be telling you that literally. Like if you're having sleep issues, for some of you, it could be really vivid dreams or weird dreams. The Nine of Swords is also an extremely paranormal card. So I often see it when someone's extra sensitive to paranormal things. So some of you out there, I know sensitive Cancers are very sensitive to the unseen world. You might be having some paranormal experiences with this card. But aside from that, it's overthinking, it's stressed, it's nervous, it can't sleep, all those things. So it's a rough energy that we'll want to look into further. It could represent a problem of some sort. On to your bonus, we have the Five of Swords. Now, as with all cards, it does have positives and it does have challenges. I'll give you the positives first. This could represent determination. This could represent somebody who's looking after themselves and their own well-being. And it's like, okay, as long as I'm good, everything will be okay. And it is extremely self-sufficient and forward movement. I really like that. But at the same time, similar to this king, it could represent someone that's cold. In its extreme form, it could represent someone that's a little selfish, even narcissistic, if we do put that on the table. So it's combative. It could represent conflict and stuff like that, whether internal or external. But I want to dive deeper on all this, Cancer. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for the Cancerians. Let's see what's happening for you, my friends. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that King of Swords. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Cancer, you could drop it right in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, King of Swords time. And while we get this card out, for those of you that have been inquiring, my March personal reading calendar is up, so you can find that in the description. Okay. I always enjoy doing personals for people. What do we got? Thank you. Okay, yeah, I mean, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse here underneath this King of Swords. This could be someone who is quite grumpy. Okay, so just know if you're dealing with somebody and they're not the nicest, like this could easily be them right here in the front. The Ten of Cups in reverse to me could be somebody who their emotions are hurt, but they're trying not to show it. Like, you ever know someone where like their feelings are hurt and they lash out because of it? It's kind of giving me that vibe. In the upright, the Ten of Cups is beautiful. It's happy. It's emotional fulfillment. It's wish fulfillment. In reverse, this does talk to me about someone that has difficulty regulating their emotions, or someone who's emotionally overwhelmed, and they might be going into King of Swords mode. Watch out for issues within the family unit and stuff like that, but I do get someone who could be on like the angry, the mean, the cranky type of energetic scale with what we have here in the front. I'm also picking up the planning still. That's one thing I do want to say with the King of Swords, the Ten of Cups in reverse. It's just giving me a very strategic type of mindset, like where this person, once again, there's this little, I'm looking out for myself, I'm looking out for myself. So there could be somebody planning something or has something in the planning stages. But the main thing I'm picking up here is this is someone who is like quite grumpy, angry, or mad right in the front. Okay, like sour. It's a sour type of energy. We're going to keep moving forward. I mean, we can't control how other people feel, right? I mean, showing up in the energy, I give you the message, but what can we really do if someone else is angry or upset? That's theirs to handle. So let's go in on that Page of Wands. So why is that Page of Wands here? Thank you. Okay. Lady Justice in the upright. Yeah, this is someone that wants to talk something out. This could represent a Libra that you're connected to when we have Lady Justice in the upright, the biggest karmic card. For some of you, watch out for any legal situations in this time, tax things, contracts, anything where you have to put your signature on. Spirit's asking you to take your time with that when we have this energy right here in the center. So just watch out. Anything legal, any legal situation, just be very detail-oriented. Dot the I's, cross the T's. But the main thing I'm picking up here with the Page of Wands and Lady Justice is somebody wanting to balance things out, make it right. So for some of you, yeah, this could be a talk that someone wants to have, an important talk or a serious talk where it's like, okay, I know you're feeling this way, but let's try to make things right. So if this is an energy you're in, if you're a little upset with someone, you don't really want to talk, or they're on your bad side, this in the middle does feel like someone saying like, listen, let's mend this bridge. Let's talk about it. Okay. And I kind of picked up hints of that last week for you as well, where there's somebody that might feel like they just want to make something right. Now that's up to you if that's something you want to accept or not. For another portion of you, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say this is completely karmic in the center. I just have that big thing around contracts. Just anytime you're putting your name on something, just check and double check. Be very cautious with any documents and stuff like that. But yeah, there could be an important or a serious talk that somebody wants to have. Once again, going back to what we saw in the very beginning, a little bashful. Okay, like, I don't know how to approach this, or so there could be someone that doesn't know how to approach you in one way. Let's go in on the Nine of Swords. Something could be weighing on them. So let's see why the Nine of Swords is here. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the Shadow card. I feel like a lot of this energy isn't even yours. Like, this is other people. So you don't get caught up in other people's stuff. All right, Cancer. Don't get caught up in other people's stuff unless you want to be, right? Unless you want to be the mediator. Okay, Four of Pentacles in reverse. All right, this could be someone stressing about finances, stressing about money a little bit. Four of Pentacles in reverse, this to me is someone, and I saw it for you, I think like 3 or 4 weeks ago, where it's like someone's mind is racing. So this could be someone that is extremely stressed out, extremely nervous. The Four of Pentacles in the upright is clamped down. It's not moving. It's like thinking of one thing, or it's one track minded. It's very solid, stable, sturdy energy. In the reverse, it's moving, it's going. So like when I see it under the Nine of Swords, I think someone like bouncing from thought to thought to thought, like thinking over and over and over. Okay, so there is someone stressing still. Okay, just like I saw for you a couple weeks ago, this is someone that's like highly pressurized. It's like a pressure cooker type of energy. And if that is you, that's okay to feel those things. Just find an outlet for that energy. Okay, you don't want to keep it all in. You don't want to trap all that energy in. If you're feeling pressurized, you need some sort of outlet for that pressurized energy. But it's the oddest thing. Like, we have this sour energy in the front, we have this nervous energy on the back. This could be someone who's like in a rough place right now. Okay, so let's go through and do a quick recap of this, Cancer. Then we'll get into the shadow card, because not the most optimistic energy this week, and that's okay, right? It happens in life. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the King of Swords with the Ten of Cups in reverse. Someone's not so happy, right? This could be someone who's like angry or upset or just feeling like just Grinch-like type of energy, very stern. So hopefully someone didn't upset you in a big way. Another portion of you, I could say this could be someone trying to strategize or plan something, and it's a little self-serving. Moving to the center, we have the Page of Wands with Lady Justice in the upright. Somebody wanting to try to come to the negotiation table, try to make something right, meet in the middle. Okay, so there could be an important or serious talk coming in for a lot of you. I did see that big little warning around contracts, taxes, documents, anything like that. Anything legal, be extra careful with in this time. On the back end, we have the Nine of Swords with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Someone could be stressing about money, or this could be the mind racing energy overall. So this could be two people that are in a bit of a rough spot. Maybe meeting in the middle and talking it out could be a really good positive thing. I mean, it all really depends, but yeah, please take a screenshot of that. Very stressed on the back end. It's not the nicest. But yeah, let's get you a shadow card. This could be someone that's in a rough spot, okay? And it does happen. But yeah, let's see what's in the shadows for you, Cancer. Guides, talk to me. What do we got? And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't have to be a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for my channel members. All right, let's get it going here. What do we got? Okay, I mean, the shadow deck is being specific. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles, so it's a repeat of what we had within the deck itself. The Four of Pentacles there. Now we have the Four of Pentacles here. So remember all the things that I was saying about this. It's a clamp down, not moving, not letting go of something. In its worst case scenario, this could represent a grudge. So when I see these energies, if they're not addressed, maybe I need to give this message to some of you. If this situation isn't addressed, or if you're just letting it be, whatever, this could be someone where it does develop into a bit of a grudge, okay? Or they may eventually form one when I see the Four of Pentacles in the shadows. Spirit could also be saying to Cancer, like, hey, budget, set a budget for your money. Some of you could be saving up for something big. This doesn't always have to be a bad thing. But yeah, I feel like those are the main things. Some of you, yeah, Spirit could be just telling you, like, hey, Cancer, make a rainy day fund and save up, or set some money aside if you can, if that's possible. But yeah, another portion of you, this is somebody that's not really letting go of something. So it could represent grudge energy if it's left that way for too long, if it's not spoken about. So yeah, Cancer, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you would like to get a personal reading done with me, you can find my digital calendar on mastermetaphysics.com, so please feel free to check it out. But for the March subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, fantastic Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite zodiac sign? And give me a couple reasons why. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.